Yay!
There it is.
We're here.
Aloha. How's everyone doing? That's what we like
Say
to
that.
hear.
Hello to everyone online. I'm
Yes.
Rita.
Reverend Patrick here, and just so you'll know, there's some other people watching us too on live stream, thanks to who? Jonathan and Charles back there. And we just are going to have a wonderful time today, are we not?
Yes.
I think we already are.
Right.
And then behind us, part the Red Seas, please. We have Kyle Levenz and Louise behind door number 1.
And what are we doing here? We're awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity and oneness. So thank you for joining us today, and we're ready to get started. So let's take it away.
I feel some power happening up here. Yeah? Are you the...
Yes.
One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. Simple as the love inside of you. You call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord. Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love. You and me, one power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem's or heaven's doors. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth, the Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power.
Slow and easy into our heart space. Let's take a moment to just go within and to recognize that that one power, that one energy, that one source, that one light, that one quantum field, whatever you want to call it, it's one thing and it's love. And it is here, right here within each and every one of us, moving us, breathing us, living us, guiding us, directing us in every single moment. And that's the energy we bring here today to celebrate and to be together and to lift ourselves and lift this consciousness of this planet as we meet here today, because that's what we do, because we are connected. We are always, always, always connected in that one power. So I bless this time together. I just give thanks for it. I know that it is unfolding in all of its perfection for each of us. We are each here on divine appointment. I know that, and we are blessed. So I give great thanks as I release this word as law, as I affirm, and so it is.
Let's all sing it. Let's all sing it.
Watch this.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on my face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for its love that is most deep. It's the power of love. You and me, one power, one power, one power. What we are is one power. One power, oh, we are one. One power, one power, one power. One power, one power, one power.
Thank you, Kyle and Louise. Woo.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the music lineup today, and it's really great. You're going to have a great time with
Just
music
gonna
today.
build on top of each other.
Okay, so let's see. Where are we?
What's this month all about? We have a theme. Does anybody know what it is?
Oh, thank you, Barbara. Action.
Action. It doesn't matter. We just started it 3 weeks ago. Oh my God, that was supposed to be a thought. It came out words. So let's talk a little bit about our affirmation. If you're here for the first time, yes, I am for real, Keegan. So we have a wonderful affirmation. My actions are in harmony with my true self. Oh, indeed they are. You ready?
My actions are in harmony with my true self.
Yes, one more time.
My actions are in harmony with my true self. Surrender to that affirmation.
Yes.
And live it. That's beautiful. Thank you. So you're here at Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Again, if you've just gotten here, I'm Rev Rita. This is Rev Patrick. We are the spiritual directors of this beautiful center of love that we created 11 years ago with all of you just joining into the creation, and here we are today. It's really powerful. So that's because we practice something that's very powerful. It's called the science of mind and spirit. New thought, whatever you want to call it. It's one thing. It's just... In quantum physics, they call it downward causation. We believe that consciousness creates everything. And so as we keep our consciousness in that highest place connected to our highest self, then our lives unfold from that place. And we can meet anything in our lives and walk through it, knowing who we are and what we are. So thank you for joining us today and remembering that and just taking it into our lives. Thank you, thank you.
And this is one of our favorite parts of the time together, when we look around in the room and we think, I wonder who's here for the very first time.
And then a few today.
Then what we try to do is we try to just tune into our intuitive self, or the lay around your neck, and to see it. And there's some people I know watching who did we want to say hello to just real quick? Steph?
Bettina and Stefan.
That's right. They might be watching. They're 10 o'clock their time, right? Yeah. But if you are watching, if you watch later, aloha. And there's a whole bunch of new people. But back to this room. We got some really good information on you from some people, and we just kind of wanted, I don't know, you never know who you're staying with because they might tell us. So we know some things about you. We're coming over here, Sonny. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Oh, that was supposed to not say your name either, but I did. I mean, not, you know. So let's let them know who they are. You are magnificent. Woo! You should see the relief on her face. She's like, oh, that's what you're saying? Oh, yeah, that's me. Yes, you are magnificent. And guess what? We know that about you because we learned that when we looked inside of ourselves, we went, wow, I am magnificent. And then I was able to see you're magnificent. We were able to see your magnificence. And wow, here we are. Shall we just take a moment to maybe put our hand on our hearts if we choose? Let's not rush anything. Let's just think about magnificence. Wow. We came here magnificent. We will leave and go to the next expression as magnificence. So let's say it together. I am magnificent. And we have come here today on purpose to gather in a global community because we have obviously people all over watching through live stream and in this room. Shall we do the we? We are magnificent. And another intuitive hit, all those people in their house, all in their comfy PJs and all that kind of stuff that they're doing right now, eating and enjoying that thing. Let's let them know who they are. You are magnificent. Now let's look to the left, look to the right, let's look up, let's look all around and tell somebody they're magnificent. I know Tanner's magnificent.
You are magnificent.
Did
you know that?
Yes.
I forgot to wrench in my red dress, but I will right now.
Is this a song?
No, it's Melissa. All right. Thank you for doing that.
You're magnificent.
So let's bring our attention back up here, and we're going to invite up. Oh, by the way, we're wearing red today. I bet you wonder why, some of you. It's because today is Red Sunday, and we celebrate our vitality and our sensuality and our prosperity and everything else that red represents. Here we are, all right?
Passion and sensuality.
Yes. And
I love
without
that.
further ado, I'm going to invite out the passionate Melissa Mojo.
That's right.
To take
Give
our
it up.
blessing. And the choir.
And
yes,
the choir.
they're going to join us too. Barbara Davis and the choir. Is this going to be in your way? The candle's okay, right? Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
One of the things that I've been a practitioner for almost 2 years now, and when we moved here, we started to be asked to do the blessing of the land, which is it's become like an exercise for me in deepening my understanding and my feeling about where I live. And it's been a really beautiful experience. So I want to talk about the mana, the magnificence of mana. So most mornings I take a walk around the neighborhood for exercise, and even though it's early morning, there's still a lot of activity going on. The birds are singing and the dogs are barking, and then I go out to Kaua'i Road, and it's like the Indianapolis 500, and it takes about 5 minutes to cross the road, and as I cross the street, I just see how easy it is to get caught up in the everyday hustle and bustle that's focused on the business of being busy. So then I turn onto Kahana Street, your old stomping ground, and the traffic is gone, and I start to focus on the business of just being. I start to feel the earth beneath my feet. It's holding me up. It's stable, it's firm, it's reliable. It holds gravity so that I don't fly off into space. I feel this amazing life force emanating from the ground, and I realize that it's available every second of every day. There is power here in this presence. I deepen my focus further and feel the essence of this force, which I realize resides in stillness. There can be environmental cataclysms, but the still point in this earth is so quietly potent and powerful. It's always there, and it prevails as the point of power. It has gifts that can so easily be missed by us humans. Can you imagine being a tree? Being rooted in one place your entire life, not moving unless the wind or an earthquake moves you, but yet vital and alive and full of energy, awareness, and consciousness, living in the unspoken sacred stillness of Source, residing in the divine spirit of life itself, patiently being and knowing that it is enough to just be what it is, a tree, in the wordless current of oneness. We too have access to this dynamic stillness and the power it's connected to right under our feet. I'm so thankful to be human and to have the gift of sovereignty in my life, where I'm free to make myriad choices and express myself each moment, to move, to feel, to think, to act, to sing. It is with such reverence that I bless this land and all life on it, where we all receive the magnificence of love and life every moment. With this awareness, I invite us all to relax for a moment into stillness and silence and feel the mana of this island permeating our bodies, minds, and spirits, connecting us to our center and allowing us to live from the inside out. This land is vibrating with healing and love and the consciousness of oneness. I give thanks to be alive and awake and aware and able to be one with this beautiful, powerful, and magnificent energy that is our birthright. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you.
Shine your light, no matter what you face. Shine your light, all around in every place. Let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine. Shine your light. Shine your light.
by our Kauai artist, Daniel Nelson. The next song is in Hawaiian. So I wanted to work with you a little bit and teach you what it means, and I want to invite you to join us in singing this song. And it's called Ho'ike Mai. Ho'ike Mai means sea love. Ho'ike Mai ke aloha. Say that with me. Ho'ike Mai ke aloha. That means to spread love. Aloha. Puina ka'aina. Puni ka'aina. Across the land. Puni ka'aina. So it's Ho'ike Mai ke aloha. So it's sea love spread across the land. Ho'ike Mai ke aloha. Puni ka'aina. U'ale. U'alele amanu means to fly like a bird. So our first song was the action of shining your light. This song is about the action of seeing love spread across the land like the wings of a bird. So say it with me one time, and then I invite you to join us. Ho'ike Mai ke aloha. Ho'ike Mai ke aloha. Puni ka'aina. Puni ka'aina. U'alele amanu. U'alele amanu. So please feel free to join us.
Yay.
Let's give it up again for him.
Thank you,
Nice
Barbara.
job.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, so first of all, I'm back. I was away, and I just want to give a great thank you to Dawson Church and Patrick for their amazing talk last week. I didn't get to watch it live, but I watched it after because I was busy with my kids. But that was very cool. I could never do that with Patrick. You really handled it really well, because I know I would never get a word in edgewise, and you did really good. So. Anyway, no, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. What can I say? So I'm excited about today. It's always good to go away because it kind of gives you a perspective on, on when we leave the island and we come back, and we really appreciate that we live here, and yet we can get a little bit stuck to the rock, as they say, whatever that term is in Hawaiian, and then it's hard to leave, but then you go, and then you're like, okay, this is really great to see how the rest of the world operates. And I went to New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico, which I won't drive there. I just told my kids, I will not drive. You will have to drive me around, because if you want to see me, come get me and take me, because I have 3 kids that live there and 5 grandkids. And so, because people there drive crazy. I don't know, but maybe it's just because I'm used to 1 lane and Patrick drive. But when you're going 90 miles an hour on a 5-lane freeway, it's a little bit much, right? So, I just owned that. I authored my life, this is about what today is about. Are we the author of our life? Yes. And it's a really good question to ask yourself. Are you the author of your life? Or do you have a ghostwriter? So I used to be a ghostwriter a long time ago for our children's writing company website. It's a big abcmouse.com. I was one of their writers for about 2 years. And I was a ghostwriter. I wrote all these beautiful stories, but I was never able to take credit for them because it was always like ABC Mouse presents this story. So, yeah. And that's okay. That was good. I had a great job for that gig. But who's ghostwriting my life? That's what I want to know. We're taking something called Core Prosperity Relief with Dr. James Mellon. We've been taking all these classes, and it's been really helpful to us. We have to be inspired, too. It's really important. Coming to Dawson's workshop yesterday, for all of us that experienced that, it's so powerful to have different teachers and to fill yourself up on all of this stuff. And so, since I was taking this Core Prosperity Relief class, one of the questions they ask you is they don't actually say who's authoring your life, but who's kind of, who are you giving into? What are you owning your life? And I came up with this idea of ghostwriter, because I think all of us maybe at certain points in our life have not totally taken ownership for our lives, or have been not even knowingly that we have a ghostwriter, somebody, it could be the consciousness of the world that's dictating to us how we are reacting, how we're living. It could be something we were taught as a child that's still there, that we just aren't conscious of, but it's still writing our life. Instead of us stepping into it, this teaching, the Science of Mind, is all about us stepping into our power and stepping into ourselves, and knowing that everything we could ever require, anything that we could ever want, is right here where we are. We don't need to have a ghostwriter. We are the authors of our life if we'll take ownership of our lives. And that's one of the questions we were asked today was, do we have ownership? What do we own in our lives? What, not things, but what do we actually take ownership of? Or what do we just give away to somebody else to let them allow us to know what we have or what we own? So these are all really good questions that I've been asking myself, and going back into my past in New Mexico is always very, I want to say, I love going to see my children, and I love this relationship I'm developing with my grandchildren. But there's something about stepping back to a place that you lived for 27 years and that you willingly left because you got a divorce and you had to do that, and then you go back to it. And if you're not careful, I don't know if anybody's ever been in this kind of position, going back into their past. If you're not careful, you can get sucked back in to the consciousness of who you were then, and not really realizing that you're here now. Or can you go there as who you are? And for the most part, I can, but every once in a while, and it happened to me one day. I had the opportunity to see my granddaughter. I have a granddaughter that's like a protege. She just channels music. She's just, I don't even want to. I hope you all get to hear her sing someday. Anyway, so I was at one of her performances. She's 13, and there was my ex-husband. I know I'm always going to see him because his kids love, the kids love him, and he's a really good man and everything. It's not about that. But he was with his girlfriend that he's been with for a long time, and that was great. I was just like, he's happy. That really makes me happy that he's happy, because it was a kind of difficult divorce, and in some ways, but then something came up because it was really interesting to me. I all of a sudden had this overwhelming feeling of guilt. After 25 years, I could actually feel guilt. I didn't do anything wrong, but I still was holding that. It was like, that was off. I realized in that moment, this is what's so powerful about this teaching, if you really will take the time to allow yourself to really take ownership of your life and really look at what's going on in your mind at times. And I realized that guilt, I still felt it after 23 years that I did something wrong when I didn't, but I was still holding on to it. My kids had all let it go. They were like, we love Mom, we love Patrick, blah, 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 but there it was. And it just creeped up on me all of a sudden. And I realized that little thing was authoring things to do with my prosperity. Everything's related, everything. Your prosperity, your love relationships, your health, all of it is related. And I realized that holding on to that was standing in the way of me valuing myself to be all that I could be in all ways. And because I have this powerful, powerful teaching that I get, these tools that I get to use, in that moment, I was able to release it, literally release it. If you asked me how, I would say it's because I've spent a lot of time working on myself, meditating, doing spiritual mind treatment, knowing the truth about myself, taking classes, being all I can be, following my bliss, all of that I was able in that moment to recognize it. And because I was in this class, too, I'm sure it brought it to my attention. Because when you put an intention out, and you say, I'm going to go all in with this. If you came to Dawson's workshop yesterday and you said, I'm going all in, then you're going to get the results. When you go and take anything, here today, if you say, I'm going to go all in, I'll listen to what's said, but I'll take what is going to help me and I'll let go of the rest, whatever. But if you go all in, and I went all in, and I know that that's why that came up, because everything is here for our highest good if we allow it to be here for our highest good. If we take it and say, oh, okay, I'm not going to keep beating myself up over that. I'm going to let go now because I know who I am. I know how magnificent I am. I know what I have to give in this world. I know how powerful I am. I know. And we can dissipate it. Ernest Holmes wrote this: life is a blackboard upon which we consciously or unconsciously write those messages which govern us. We hold the chalk and the eraser in our hand, but are ignorant of the fact. What we now experience, we need not continue to experience, but the hand which holds the eraser must do the neutralizing work. Do you see what that's saying? It's not saying it's out there somewhere. We're holding that chalk. We're holding that eraser. We're holding the story that we want to live. It's here in our hearts. And we get, in every moment, to take that eraser out and erase what doesn't serve us. And then you can't just erase it. You got to put something in there. Something loving, something kind to yourself, something beautiful, something amazing, something that counters that and neutralizes it. That's the power that we have. That's the power. Nobody else can give us that. People can help us, they can teach us, they can guide us, but we're the ones that hold the chalk and hold the eraser. So my invitation to you today is to not be afraid to look if there's something that's not exactly where you want it to be, that you have the power to go in there, speak like we talked yesterday in Dawson's workshop about connecting to that higher part of ourselves that knows our truth, that turns to us as we turn to it. It's not separate from us. It's right here where we are. And ask the question, What do I need to know right now? What is this guilt about? I'm not afraid to look at it. I'm just going to look at it, and I'm going to put it where it belongs, which is not here. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to center here and remember who I am and who all those people are that I might feel guilty about. Who are they? They're having their life. They're wonderful. I can send people off with love and beautiful energy or something. We don't have to. We can just, it's all here. And it's just asking us to turn to it and not be afraid, because it's all powerful. It's us, it's love. Nothing can fight love. Love is everything. So get your chalk out, get your eraser if you care to, and get to work. Namaste. Thank you. Perfect for today. It's called My Fight Song. I think. Fight Song? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word, heart open, might only have one match. I can make an explosion. All those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. You can hear my voice this time. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. Losing friends, I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep, say I'm in too deep. It's been 2 years, I miss my home. The fire burning in my bones, and I still believe. Yeah, I still believe in all those things I didn't say. Wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. And I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. I still got a lot of fight left in me. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. And I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves in motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. Might only have one match. but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. This is His power. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. And I'll play my fight song. I don't really care if nobody else believes. I still got a lot of fight left in me. Cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. I still got a lot of fight left in me.
Another one. Come on. The fight song. Ooh. We're talking fighting here. It's spirituality, I'm telling you. But what we're saying really, for me at least, it's not so much I'm fighting, but I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding anymore about doing the work that is necessary for me to have and be the best version of Patrick that there can possibly be. And I invite us all to get into that together. I want to just say something about this incredible lady here. I'm going to pause just to make her nervous, you know what I'm saying? That's called control. No, I'm kidding. I admire her with every fiber of my body, mind, and soul, by the way. Her courage to look at things when 23 years later, I mean, the next talk I'm sure she'll do is the new and improved. I am new and improved, but I admire that she can get in there and say, you know what? She called me up, and I won't tell you all the details, but she called me and said, you won't believe this. And when she said, I'm still feeling guilt, and I was like, yes, because that has no business in here because we can't get on with our business if it's still something still lurking in there. So I remember when I went to college, my dad was a veteran, and I was able to get a little bit of cash to go to school. But I had to take this test because I wanted acting and theater. And they were like, plan B? Do you have a plan B? And I said, no, actually I don't, because my plan B will turn into my A if I'm not careful. So what I did was I had to take a test. You know, one of those tests that tell you what you're suited for? Because they know everything that's going on inside of me. And it came out, they said, yep, we'll give the money, we'll give the scholarship for him to do theater. But if he doesn't want to do that, the next thing that it is journalism. Who knew? But I actually do like journalism because I like the idea of being on assignment. I like that idea. Where's Patrick? I'm on assignment. Sometimes I can tell you and sometimes I can't. I think that our whole lives is about being on assignment. Yeah? We're on assignment, and what a great place to discover. What a great thing to go inside and go think to yourself, what's really going on? What's really happening? Not the stuff that we put on the outside so that we can fit into all of the little masks that we do. And so I went on this one too, and I asked like little simple questions like, who is writing the story of my life? Am I still being written by my past? Simple things like that. And I thought, who's writing me? Who is writing me? And who is living me? Well, when I was on assignment, got a little rough in there, just to let you know. Because we do have our influences. Our mom, dad, I wrote a whole book on my assignment about what was happening here and there, and who are these people, my teachers, the nuns, and it just kept going on and on. But my job to be on assignment isn't to go on a witch hunt. It isn't about going back and you did this to me, you did. No, it's to go back to say, wow, look what dance we had. I was thinking the other day, the rhythm of our lives. What is the rhythm of my life? And I'm dancing a whole bunch of different tunes, by the way. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, what or who is dictating how I feel, how I think, how I behave and act in my world? And am I in charge of me? Who's the boss of me? Me. And I looked in there and I thought, how much have I been influenced? Not from a place of weakness or a place, I went in with strength. If you're going to go on an assignment, you want to go in with strength and let it benefit. She realized, oh my God, some of the stuff that I feel about money is still being dictated to me from back there. Or as Ernest Holmes says this, have no fear of tomorrow, enjoy today. Refuse to carry the corpse of a mistaken yesterday. Ooh, what a visual. I never should have got that divorce. Oh my God, I never shoulda. You should have buried it. Refuse to carry the corpse of a mistaken yesterday. What untold misery is suffered through the burdens imposed by our yesterdays and the bitter prospects of tomorrow. Ooh. Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, he wasn't trying to candy coat anything here. He said, what untold mysteries, asking a question, is suffered through the burdens imposed by our yesterdays and the bitter prospects of tomorrow. That means you're living there and you're living there, and we're forgetting about here. And he goes on to say, the good of the present day is too often sandwiched between these two impossible situations. The day in which we live, this day, is sufficient. And so that brings me to this thing, who is writing me? Well, if I'm asking the question, then I'm in a pretty good space, because that means that I will be writing and continuing to write, and I'll be influenced. But it's not going to be my identity. I love this thing about being in the future, being in the past, and then forgetting about what is right here and right now. I'll tell you what's here and right now. That higher power we talked about, that's where it's blooming in this moment called now. And I know it's difficult. I do. But do you really want misery loves company? No. No, this is this place in the middle where you can just stand here and you say, shit, I'm here. I just wanted to use that word in case. Tony Robbins does it for shock value too, so I love it. But you guys aren't shocked with me anymore. But this is exciting to me because I get to say, okay, so who is, oh my God, that's not even my identity. I'm believing things. This is the greatest. I'm getting excited. You know what happens then? I'm so excited because I'm thinking, I'll say something and I'll go, I don't even believe that anymore. I've just been saying it for 50 years, so I figured it might be true. I don't want to go through life with amnesia. and not remember that in this moment is that wonderful thing called higher power, God, good, call it whatever you want. But it is alive and it is moving through us right here and right now. Wow. I want no more ghost writers. They're ghost writers and they're sneaky too. They're writing and we don't even know it. And they don't have an identity with it either. But I have an identity. And this came up today too in one of the classes. It says, do I act as though I'm the owner of my life? Or do I sometimes feel like the employee of my life? Whew. Please don't leave me out here. Anybody ever feel that? I need an amen. Can you imagine your own corporation and you're the owner? And I'm treating myself like an employee. And there's nothing wrong with being an employee, but there is if you own it. Because I own my life. And when we were talking about being responsible for your life, I own the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you know what I'm finding out as I get older? I'm finding out this. In inner child work, I do a lot of reframing, not redoing, reframing with a new perspective. And all of that stuff that I thought was so ugly turns out to be some of the most beautiful gifts I ever received, because I'm able to take them and use them in a brand new way. And Spirit's with me the entire time. Not Spirit out there that just drops by for an occasional hello. We were contacting him yesterday, right? But it didn't need to be. We needed to do the contacting because it's already there. Woo. 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 Can I hear an amen? I told you, Dawson. I told Dawson. I told you I might channel. Except that I don't think we'd have to move to a bigger place because there wouldn't be a seat available. You know it's true. So I want to leave us with Barbra Streisand. And I'd like to sing Evergreen for all of you. No, why y'all laughing? I do sing just because I give it all over to these people. But here's the thing. I'm going to urge us, invite us to think new now. Find out if somebody's been writing a story for you or whatever you're feeling, all the feelings, the stuff coming up. But just take an opportunity to know that you're guided, you're aligned. And when you get in trouble or something, just remember you're not alone. You never have been, never will be alone. We cannot be alone. I said to somebody in a session the other day, I said, you can run and you can hide, but God ain't going anywhere. God ain't going anywhere. It's not going to leave just because you decided to not have a moment to connect. I said, well, I'll just be here. Woo, just connect. So Barbra, back to her. Memories. Oh, I was starting to channel Babs. Babs was coming in. Anyway, her book is very good, by the way. Yep, there's some people who are reading it online, and she is too, so she's reading it when I'm not around, so I'll have to wait till she's done with it. So Barbra, I'm keeping you in suspense. If you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. She was singing it when she was doing Climb Every Mountain with Jamie Foxx. Listen to that. Isn't it beautiful? Because we're always thinking, what's my next thing? What's my next thing? Listen, this is how it goes. If you want to reinvent, be something, if you want to be the God that you are in every moment, then you got to do what Dawson was talking about yesterday. It has to be your very breath. It has to mean so much to you that when you wake up in the morning, it doesn't have anything to do with, why is your church start at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? No! You have to say, I don't care if it starts at 6 a.m. Or as Bob Proctor says, I don't care if it's 30 miles and I have to walk if it's going to improve my life. That's what he says. Look at me all sweating and stuff. It's crazy. So if you want something, yeah, they're waiting in the wings. I just love it. They're going, oh, he's ready to go. No, he's not. Okay, if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. Let's say that together. If you want something you've never had, you have to do something you never had. Are you all in? And so it is. There they are. Woo, they're all in. Mahalo, everyone.
The reprise? Yeah? Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. Might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song, take back my life song, prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on, starting right now. I'll be strong, and I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I still got a lot of fight left in me. Yeah, I still got a lot of fight left in me.
Thank you, everyone.
And this
All
is
right.
our time
This
of
is-
affirmative giving, isn't it, Rita?
Yes. So whatever you have to give today is wonderful. It's beautiful. It's a blessing to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. It helps us to go forward. So thank you to everyone online. Thank you. If you want to just put your hand on your heart and just remember this. Divine love consecrates my gift. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal and prosper and bless all that it touches.
Goes
Forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches, and returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And it returns to me
multiplied
multiplied
abundantly. Let's sing.
Say thank you. Thank you. Oh, I want to say thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. So grateful. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My beautiful friends. My beautiful friends. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My wonderful life. My wonderful life. I want to say thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Say thank you. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing this healing day. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And to bless each and every person here, and to know that we are all abundant. We are all flowing in that creative energy of abundance and prosperity. So I know that all of this good in this basket and beyond this just goes off to heal and prosper and bless, just like we said, and it does, and it returns to us multiplied abundantly in all ways. So I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Maureen.
Thank you. I'm so grateful, so grateful. Yes, I want to say thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you.
You. So I don't know if we have children. No children.
No.
Okay, we got to get some children
We
in
have
here.
children in this room.
Yes, we do.
The
So-
inner child is out. So let's bless that, shall we?
Yeah, find somebody to talk to. You
Well,
are.
not talk to.
What?
Not to talk to.
No, to just tell them who they are. You are amazing.
You
You're
are amazing.
You are perfect.
You
You are perfect. You are magnificent.
You are magnificent.
And I love you.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Doesn't
That's
that feel
beautiful.
good?
All right.
Did you hear your inner child going, yay?
So right after this service, we're having Rap with the Revs, but Kiana has brought some treats for us. So have
Kiana's
you-
been bringing a lot of treats
Yeah,
lately.
why don't we give it up for Kiana?
Kiana?
Where is she? Yeah, she used to bring us flowers, but now she brings us food. Okay.
And, yeah.
Anyway, she's just one of those people that just loves to give. So anyway, that's going to happen. But right after that, like let's say 10 to 15 minutes max, we're going to start Rap with the Revs right here. We'll make a circle. And it's a time to come together as a community and to just share ourselves. We're going to have a question for the day. And so if you would like to join us, let's just say 15 minutes after we end, no later than that. I'll call you all back.
I
Okay.
also want to say thank you to you, Rachel, who's been coming here and offering herself for the youth. And we haven't had them all fully present yet, but we will. But I just want to thank you for showing up for them, because I remember 11 years ago when we started our youth, a lot of times we waited for a long time before they actually showed up, but when they did, it was really powerful. So thank you for offering yourself as a volunteer for them.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get...
So there's a children's choir rehearsal, I understand, today, right? Yes, at 3 o'clock with Barbara. 2 o'clock?
3.
3. Okay, 3 o'clock today. Here, if you know any children, she's forming a...
She's got some
yeah,
too.
she's
there.
got it. So on Tuesday night at 6... Oh, and she has choir rehearsal on Monday at 6:30. And on Tuesday night, we're going to take these chairs, will all be gone, and we're going to have a special, beautiful, amazing, facilitated labyrinth walk. If you don't know what the labyrinth is, it's an ancient, over 4,000-year-old symbol for wholeness, for unity, and for transformation. And it's a place we can come together. It's a beautiful place to align your brain. It's right-brained activity. You don't have to think. It's a walking meditation. You can come with your intention, a question, whatever, and I can just guarantee you that you will have an experience. I know, because I don't know one person that comes to Labyrinth that doesn't have an experience for them. We'll start with a heart meditation. We'll set an intention, and we'll walk, and then after our walk, if we feel like sharing, we'll share. And I have little journals, but if you want to bring your own journal, you can. So 6:30 on Tuesday night. And
we're unveiling our new screen for our spiritual cinema on Friday at 6. So we only missed 1 month, but we are back now. And we are showing the incredible film Rustin, which is the life of Baylor.
Bayard Rustin.
Bayard Rustin. And he's the man that was not only him, but the many that were behind Martin Luther King when they did the March on Washington. 250,000 people showed up. But it shows this incredible man who was lighting fires under everybody to get that done. So if you're around, it's incredible. And we'll have a little discussion afterwards. And I believe this Saturday, Glen Head is actually running the beach cleanup. It was we had our first one last month. It was very successful, and please come at 9 a.m. Meet at the center. They came back with so much stuff.
They cleaned the beach behind us. That's where they're doing it.
And then Universal Dances of Peace. It will be here. I think Streams Back who's in charge of that. And that's at 4 o'clock on Sunday right here. We have so much going on. Yeah. And then the Lessons of the Little Man, which I'm doing based on my book. It's a new workshop that's going to start touring very, very soon to many, many, many places on our continent. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not actually. But it's at, I'm going to do it Zoom. So at 4 o'clock, Zoom Hawaii time on February 28th. You can sign up in the back there. And then one last thing is we're going to have a new member reception on the 29th, and that's new and renewed. And so at this month, it'll be on a Thursday. So if you have been a member, all we need to do is renew and then come here and let's celebrate you and celebrate all the new people.
And you can see Angela about that to get a form. We're just going to do that just like you do for anything you renew every year. We don't just take for granted that you're really going to be here every year. So just do that. It's a recommitment. What else? That's it. So we want to invite our practitioners that are serving to come up. If you would like to utilize these beautiful beings of light and love, and if you need a little truth to shine on your life, they are here to do a treatment with you, not to do a session with you, but to do a treatment. They can tell you about a session because that takes a little more time. They're here
so
to
if
just
you're
do a
new here,
treatment.
basically what it is, just go say, you know, I've been having some some issues, or maybe not issues. I want some more reinforcement, and they will do a wonderful spiritual mind treatment. That's our modality that we use in science of mind, and that's moving energy as well, moving it on purpose for you and about you.
And I want to thank them in advance, Reverend Dr. Walt, Roseanne Jones, Peggy, who's back from her journey with her grandkids,
Yay.
Reverend Diane, and Melissa Mojo, our practitioners today.
Yeah, so utilize.
Yeah, so I think that's it, right?
That's it.
Yes. So let's enjoy our treats and come back here for Rap with the Revs.
So this song, I believe, talks a little bit about focus. You ready?
You're going to want to get up on your feet for this one.
Rising up, back on the street, I did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, I'm back on my feet, just a man with his will to survive. So many times it happens so fast, you change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds, still we take to the street, before we kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
This is the time for Eye of the Tiger. Put it on some gratitude. Melissa Mojo, thank you for all you brought today. Maureen Murphy, she was out there being our Malama girl, woman. Ron Stover, Jack Smith, hospitality. And we have who back there? We have Charles and Jonathan. Yes, sounded. And we have Leslie, David, and Rachel Fritz, who attempted our beautiful youth today, and we'll get them on the next one. And we have Angela Phillips running around there, ready to answer any questions. And we know that what's important with the Eye of the Tiger, they're back there going, the snacks. And who do we have left but Kyle, Levant, and Louise? And last but not least, your dynamic duo, Rev Rita and Reverend Patrick.
All of you.
Yeah, take us home, Kyle.
Rising up, straight to the top. Had the guts, got the glory. I went the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger.